Imagine walking into a room and instantly sensing who's confident, who's uncomfortable, and who wishes they stayed home. It feels like magic, but it's really just noticing tiny emotional leaks people show before they can hide them. Their faces react faster than their minds can filter, and once you spot those flashes, you stop guessing and start reading people like open books. You notice what others miss, understand what they never say, and trust your awareness more than their words. It's not mind reading, it's human reading, and once you master it, everything changes. By paying attention to these subtle signals, you can pick up cues about mood, intention, and personality almost instantly, giving you an edge in conversations. You can learn more about a person in the first 2 seconds than in the next 5 minutes because their brain reacts automatically before their social filter wakes up. Eyes widen in surprise, the mouth tightens in annoyance, eyebrows lift in uncertainty. Tiny microexpressions flash faster than speech. These microexpressions are honest because people can't control them yet. So don't judge long speeches. Judge the first spark that slips out accidentally. That spark reveals whether someone is excited, irritated, anxious, or pretending to be fine. The body speaks first, the mind edits next, and recognizing these early signals can transform the way you understand people. Over time, noticing the first 2 seconds becomes instinctive, letting you read emotions almost instantly. Shoulders tell emotional truth even when a person's face lies politely. Relaxed shoulders mean comfort and confidence. Raised shoulders signal fear or stress, and tensed shoulders reveal irritation or frustration. You can fake a smile, fake enthusiasm, even fake confidence. But your shoulders refuse to cooperate if your emotions are real. When someone speaks, look at their shoulders before trusting their words. The upper body exposes what the face tries to hide, and it does it without hesitation. Observing shoulder movements over time allows you to understand moods, detect stress, and anticipate reactions even before the person speaks. Shoulders are subtle but incredibly telling, and reading them gives you insight into someone's true state. Eye contact tells the truth long before the mouth opens. Too much eye contact can indicate someone is trying too hard to convince you, while too little may indicate discomfort or dishonesty. Natural eye contact comes in waves. People look at you, glance away to think, and then look back to reconnect. That's healthy. But if someone stares without blinking or avoids your gaze completely, pay attention. Their eyes reveal more than their words. Watching the rhythm of eye movements helps you understand attention, trust, and honesty instantly. Over time, you'll notice subtle cues like pupil dilation or squinting that indicate emotion, giving you even more insight into a person's state of mind. People can control their face, adjust tone, and choose words carefully, but their feet are brutally honest. Feet naturally point toward what we want and away from what we don't. If someone is talking to you but their feet angle toward the door, their mind is already halfway out. If their feet point toward you, they're fully engaged. Feet don't lie because most people forget to manage them. By noticing foot direction during conversation, you can detect interest, engagement, and even intentions to leave or avoid topics. Feet act like a silent compass to a person's true thoughts, revealing what the mind wants before the mouth does. A genuine smile lifts the cheeks, softens the eyes, and creates small wrinkles near the corners because true joy engages the whole face. A fake smile moves only the mouth, leaving the eyes flat and expressionless. People often fake smiles for politeness, social pressure, or to hide discomfort, but the body cannot fully join in if the emotion isn't real. By observing the eyes along with the mouth, you can instantly differentiate sincere happiness from a forced expression. Learning this skill helps you read social cues, trust interactions, and notice when people are genuinely pleased versus putting on a performance. Blinking is an underrated psychological signal. Slow, steady blinking indicates calmness, while rapid blinking often signals stress, anxiety, or discomfort. Barely blinking can indicate intense focus or attempting to suppress emotion. The brain leaks feelings through these tiny eye movements, revealing inner states unconsciously. By noticing blink patterns during conversations, you can gain insight into emotional stress, honesty, or excitement without a word being spoken. Blink rate is subtle but highly revealing, offering a window into someone's internal state if you pay attention. A person's voice can reveal emotions their face hides. Anxiety may cause a voice to rise or crack unexpectedly. Confidence produces a low, steady tone, and irritation sharpens the tone even if words remain polite. Tone, pitch, and speech pace are all signals of what the body is feeling inside. Listening carefully to these subtle variations allows you to detect nervousness, stress, or sincerity immediately. The voice acts as an honest emotional indicator, often giving away truths the face and words may try to hide. People who try too hard to appear confident often overdo it. Exaggerated arm swings, stiff movements, or unnaturally straight posture. True confidence appears relaxed, calm, and natural. The fake walk is mechanical, noticeable, and tells you the person is overcompensating. Observing someone's natural movement style versus forced gestures allows you to detect authenticity in body language instantly. Confident movement flows effortlessly and is mirrored by subtle cues in posture, shoulders, and stride. Crossed arms don't always mean defensiveness. They can indicate comfort, coldness, or habit. But crossed arms combined with tight shoulders, a stiff neck, or a forced smile usually signal emotional distance or discomfort. Context is critical. Observe the rest of the posture and facial expression before concluding. By noticing these subtle body patterns, you can tell whether someone is emotionally open, defensive, or indifferent. Crossed arms become a rich signal when paired with other micro-behaviors like posture, eye contact, and shoulder tension. A sudden, deeper-than-normal breath is the body's way of preparing for stress, difficult conversations, or emotionally charged moments. People often do it unconsciously right before saying something important, revealing hesitation, relief, or frustration even if their face remains calm. Observing these small breathing changes can indicate someone is mentally bracing themselves for what comes next. By paying attention to this, you can anticipate emotional shifts, understand hesitation, and respond with empathy or tact. The body communicates before the words, and noticing subtle cues like this enhances your ability to read emotions instantly. Micronods are tiny, often subconscious head movements that indicate real agreement or alignment with what someone is saying. Unlike deliberate nodding, these happen in a split second and may even go unnoticed by the person themselves. They are reliable indicators of genuine interest or consent, even when words are absent or polite agreement is offered superficially. Observing these subtle nods over the course of a conversation can help you determine who truly agrees, who is hesitant, and who is pretending to follow along. It's a simple but powerful signal to add to your instant read toolkit. A delayed smile occurs 1 or 2 seconds after an event and often indicates politeness, social pressure, or mild amusement rather than genuine happiness. Genuine smiles appear instantly, engaging the mouth and eyes simultaneously. Delayed smiles can be a subtle clue that the person is either holding back emotion or reacting to social expectations. By noticing the timing of smiles, you can distinguish authentic enjoyment from polite or forced reactions, which improves your ability to understand true feelings in any conversation. When someone presses their lips together tightly, it often signals that they're holding back an opinion, frustration, or emotion they don't want to reveal. This subtle gesture is almost always involuntary, giving a clue that their internal state does not match their outward words. Observing lip presses in context with other body language can help you understand hidden thoughts, unspoken disagreement, or tension in the conversation. It's a silent but telling microsignal that reveals emotional restraint. A raised chin often signals confidence or dominance, while a downward chin tilt suggests insecurity, guilt, or submission. Someone lowering their chin while speaking may feel uncertain or intimidated. Conversely, a raised chin often communicates boldness or attempts to assert authority. By observing these small tilts in real time, you gain insight into a person's self-perception, confidence level, and emotional state without them saying a word. Combining chin movement with other body language cues gives a clearer understanding of true intentions. Touching the neck, especially the sides or back, is a self-soothing gesture signaling nervousness, uncertainty, or discomfort. It often appears when someone is trying to calm stress or hold back thoughts. Observing these small gestures can help you detect insecurity or hesitation, even when their words suggest calmness. Self-touch cues are a silent form of emotional communication, giving insight into how someone truly feels in the moment. People pretending to agree may tilt their heads slightly but keep their face stiff or eyes unengaged. Real agreement shows a relaxed head tilt, soft facial expressions, and engaged eyes. Fake agreement is mechanical, lacks warmth, and often appears delayed or exaggerated. Recognizing these differences allows you to detect when someone is merely nodding politely versus genuinely aligning with your conversation. A slow, exaggerated blink often signals disbelief, confusion, or passive judgment. It is an unconscious way for someone to communicate surprise or skepticism without speaking. Noticing this subtle gesture can reveal what someone really thinks about what's being said, even if they remain polite outwardly. Recognizing patterns in slow blinks provides insight into doubt, disbelief, or questioning in real-time interactions. A full, natural shrug usually indicates genuine uncertainty or lack of knowledge. A small, hesitant shrug often suggests someone is pretending not to know or avoiding responsibility. Observing the size and fluidity of shrugs helps you distinguish between honest uncertainty and socially convenient deception. Shrug patterns, combined with facial and hand gestures, provide powerful clues about truthfulness and internal state. When someone pulls their head back slightly, even for a moment, it indicates discomfort, disagreement, or hesitation. It is an instinctive movement that occurs before the mind decides what to say. Noticing these small reactions allows you to sense when someone feels uneasy or emotionally threatened. Head pullbacks are subtle but reliable indicators of internal resistance, giving you a real-time read on how receptive or defensive a person is. When someone suddenly stops moving, no blinking, no gestures, just stillness, it often signals that they feel threatened, judged, or caught off guard. This freeze response is an ancient survival mechanism, activated before the mind decides how to react. Observing a sudden freeze helps you detect moments of emotional vulnerability, tension, or caution. People may mask their fear or discomfort verbally, but the body briefly freezes as a truthful reaction. Recognizing these pauses allows you to better gauge emotional states and respond with awareness and empathy. A real laugh involves the whole body. Shoulders move, eyes squint, and the torso may bend slightly. A fake laugh is stiff, loud, and overly controlled. Observing these differences helps you detect genuine amusement versus polite or forced laughter. Real laughter indicates comfort, enjoyment, and engagement, while fake laughter signals social obligation or masking of emotions. Noticing the full body involvement in a laugh gives you instant insight into authenticity and emotional openness. A subtle, fleeting frown often appears when someone hears something they dislike or disagree with. It disappears quickly, but it is an honest indicator of unease. Microfrowns reveal internal emotional reactions that words might hide, giving you an early warning of discomfort or disapproval. Observing these brief signals over time allows you to read hidden reactions and adapt your communication or response accordingly. Wrapping arms around oneself or touching one's own arm is a self-soothing gesture that signals emotional vulnerability, shyness, or insecurity. People do it unconsciously when they need comfort. Observing these gestures can help you detect someone's inner emotional state even if they are trying to appear composed. Self-hugs are a small but meaningful window into a person's current emotional experience. When the brain detects something suspicious, confusing, or questionable, the eyes naturally narrow. Eye narrowing is subtle but a reliable clue that someone is analyzing or doubting what they hear. Watching these micro-movements allows you to understand skepticism or cautiousness without relying on verbal cues. Recognizing these tiny gestures gives a deeper, instant understanding of unspoken thoughts. Genuine curiosity pulls the body forward naturally, while fake curiosity appears delayed, mechanical, or exaggerated. A subtle lean-in shows true engagement and interest, whereas a forced lean is often socially performed. By noticing the difference, you can instantly gauge someone's authentic interest in the conversation, improving your ability to connect and respond appropriately. Fast, shallow breathing signals stress, nervousness, or excitement, while slow, steady breathing indicates calmness and confidence. Observing someone's breath rhythm gives insight into emotional states that may not be expressed verbally. Breathing patterns are subtle but powerful indicators of inner feelings, helping you anticipate reactions and respond effectively during conversations. Fidgeting with objects, pens, clothes, or jewelry reveals discomfort, insecurity, or nervous energy. People unconsciously release tension through these small movements. Observing object interaction can help you detect hidden stress or hesitation, offering clues to someone's true state of mind even if they are verbally composed. Biting one's lips often signals nervousness, uncertainty, shyness, or attraction. It's a subtle leak of inner emotion, appearing unconsciously during tense or emotionally charged moments. Observing this gesture helps you understand unspoken feelings, giving an instant emotional read without relying on words. A quick upward flash of the eyebrows signals friendliness, recognition, or comfort. It is often unconscious and indicates positive engagement. Observing these tiny gestures allows you to instantly sense whether someone feels connected or emotionally open to you. Eyebrow flashes are small but revealing social cues that communicate warmth and acknowledgement. A quick, side glance can indicate curiosity, interest, or silent evaluation. If someone glances at you briefly and looks away, it often shows they are processing information or gauging your reaction. Avoiding glances entirely may signal discomfort or disinterest. By noticing these small eye movements, you can assess attention and engagement in real time without words. When people feel insecure, guilty, or defensive, they often over-explain simple points. Excessive detail can indicate internal doubt or a desire to convince themselves or others. Observing over-explaining helps you spot uncertainty or hesitation behind polite words. By noticing this behavior, you can better interpret honesty, confidence, and intent in conversations. Quiet confidence often shows as a subtle smile, lasting longer than ordinary expressions and rarely exaggerated. It signals calm self-assurance and emotional stability. Observing these small, composed smiles helps you recognize genuine confidence, even when someone doesn't display overt body language. These subtle expressions reveal grounded personalities and true self-belief. Tapping feet often indicates impatience, excitement, nervousness, or a desire to move. It's a subtle release of energy that reveals emotional tension or eagerness. Observing foot taps gives insight into internal states without verbal confirmation. By noticing rhythm and intensity, you can gauge anxiety, anticipation, or boredom in real-time interactions. A real apology combines lowered shoulders, softened eyes, and slower speech. A forced apology is stiff, rushed, and lacks eye engagement. Observing posture and subtle facial cues helps you distinguish sincerity from performative politeness. This allows you to detect honesty and emotional openness in moments of accountability or conflict. Repeated glances toward the door often indicate someone is ready to leave or feels trapped. It's an unconscious evaluation of escape options. Observing these glances helps you detect discomfort, disengagement, or reluctance in real time. By combining this with posture and other cues, you can understand whether a person is mentally present or preparing to exit a conversation. A sudden adjustment in posture, straightening, pulling back, or tensing shoulders, signals an emotional reaction to something that was said or done. These shifts reveal surprise, discomfort, or alertness. Noticing posture changes in real time gives you instant insight into reactions, letting you adapt your communication or anticipate responses. Subtle body adjustments often speak louder than words. People clench their jaw when angry, stressed, or holding back strong emotions. Even if the face looks calm, the jaw tenses unconsciously. Observing subtle jaw tension provides insight into hidden frustration or suppressed feelings. Recognizing this microsignal helps you anticipate emotional reactions and understand underlying tensions during interactions. Authentic listening involves slight nods, soft eye contact, small verbal acknowledgments, and relaxed posture. Fake listening is stiff, mechanical, or overly exaggerated. Observing these differences helps you identify genuine engagement versus performative attention. Real listening signals respect, empathy, and interest, while fake gestures reveal distraction or disinterest. The real power of reading anyone instantly comes from observing patterns, not single gestures. One microexpression might lie, but repeated behaviors reveal truth. By combining microexpressions, posture shifts, eye movements, tone changes, and hand gestures, You see the real emotional picture. Observing patterns over time allows you to read people accurately, understand emotions deeply, and communicate effectively. Mastering this skill is not about manipulation, it's about human understanding and connection.